Yesterday we mostly discussed my interests and issues with Jess Franco's 1971 film Vampiros Lesbos, and today we're going to talk about that film's spiritual sequel, not direct sequel, a film related to it by having the same star, the same director, and being released in the very same year, which is She Killed in Ecstasy. In comparison with the disorienting Vampiros Lesbos, this was a much more traditional, straightforward thriller, which followed Soledad Miranda's character as she became a widow after her husband ended his life following a sudden stop to his research, which was being conducted on human embryos in order to try to prevent some of the deadliest diseases known to mankind. If that description already sounds weird, it's because it certainly is, but the film actually plays it straight, which is really interesting, and I think that film generally does well to balance that more playful and zany side with some really stark gore and some surprisingly emotive ideas, particularly expressed through a strong, intense leading performance from Soledad Miranda, who here is better than she was in Vampiros Lesbos, in my opinion. As much as this is a more traditional film, I think there was also better paced. I think that the story was more investing just because it gave you that bare bones character motivation to follow. And I think that allowing the film to become almost episodic in terms of having Soledad Miranda's character hunt down these men one by one made it more interesting in a number of ways. I think that the visual style that made Vampiros Lesbos impressive is also very well carried over to this film. It's a punchy and memorable horror film with some really impressive death sequences and a terrific leading performance that is intense and vivid. The cinematography and the editing are also strong, and just like Vampiros Lesbos, there are some stunning set designs and locations chosen for this film that just bring it to life that little bit more. I think that horror fans more generally will find this film accessible and interesting for its mixture of gore and heart, which was surprising, alongside that aforementioned leading performance. It's an okay film. I didn't love it, but it is better than Vampiros Lesbos in my opinion. I did find She Killed in Ecstasy to be interesting, quirky, and certainly entertaining.